have to say this about the World Cup. America has absolutely smashed it.
I don't think I'm going home. I don't see a world in which I go home to England.
I have loved every single minute and every single moment of this place.
A lot of people are not going to want to leave the United States after this World Cup.
The World Cup is a reminder that America is the best.
Something that people don't tell you about moving to America is the fear that when you do move, you do not ever want to leave.
Your environment is everything. My environment in the UK is miserable, cold, grey and depressing.
It's so beautiful here, literally. The sunset is amazing. The skyline looks incredible.
As a Brit in America, and if I lived here, I'm telling you now, I would never leave America.
Everything about America was negative. And while no country is perfect, I just could not pretend my experience wasn't positive here.
A lot of Brits won't admit it, but we are obsessed with the US, like deeply obsessed.
Americans literally just keep trying to feed me. There's always somebody like, I want to cook for you. I want to bake for you.
So ever since I have landed here in America, and people have been nothing but nice, kind and courteous, no matter where I have been.
I can totally understand why Americans never leave America.
Thank you, America, for being so kind to your visitors while we're here for the World Cup.
The World Cup is a reminder that America is the best. Sure, Europeans have free healthcare, but Americans have ranch. Sure, they don't have school shootings, but Americans, we got air conditioning.
A lot of Brits won't admit it, but we are obsessed with the US, like deeply obsessed. They mock it constantly, but they know everything about it. We know all the states, we know all the fast food chains, we know all the music, everything. I love the Brits who are constantly like, oh, you know, America's gone downhill. And then they will spend about 4 hours watching New York apartment tours on YouTube. A lot of Brits love an excuse to act morally superior. Like, ooh, the US, I could never live there. Meanwhile, they're like Googling Miami condos in the background.
It's so beautiful here, literally. The sunset is amazing. The skyline looks incredible. And people are driving bikes, walking, and everyone's just so relaxed and so calm. This is why I love America. The people are a different kettle of fish compared to the people in the UK. The people in the UK don't say hello to you, but when you come here, oh my God, it's so nice. Honestly, too nice.
I'm sad today. I've got some bad news. I'm leaving the great state of Texas. I have loved every single minute and every single moment of this place. Thank you to everyone that's in this country that has been so nice. And thank you to everyone on here that's commented and told me where to go and what to eat and what to do. I appreciate you all. I brought some cute souvenirs. We've got a teddy. I need a name for him. How cute is he? And what shall we name him? And then I got a cute little dog. I am 100% going to be back.
How beautiful that sunset is. It is amazing. Absolutely love it here. The houses here are insane. Like, people live in these houses and it is literally just phenomenal. I absolutely love it. And the sunset looks so nice. Too nice on my skin today. I literally love America.
I have to say this about the World Cup. America has absolutely smashed it. Before this tournament, you had people online saying it's going to be a terrible World Cup. America doesn't like football. Nobody's going to travel. We're not going to feel welcomed. And it's been quite the opposite. We've got fans from all corners of the globes. We've got packed world-class stadiums, by the way. Friendly people. Everybody you meet is just stopping you and talking about football and your experiences. I think we can all agree that America has done an absolutely fantastic job of hosting this World Cup so far. I genuinely feel a lot of people's opinions on America will now change after this World Cup.
You know, a lot of people are not going to want to leave the United States after this World Cup. There have been so many people that have come here, especially from like England and Scotland, that have Japan also. They are loving it here so much in America. They're realizing how big everything is, how much freedom we have, all the different foods, the cultures, everything here is amazing. And they don't want to go back. They don't want to go back to England, to Scotland, to Ireland. They want to stay here and live the American dream. France even. Because if you take a look at what's happening in the United Kingdom, in Ireland, in France especially, these people have no interest in going back to those countries. Those countries have been overtaken, they have been invaded, and there's no going back from them. They are being taken over. And no one wants to go back to that. So it's going to be very interesting to watch them all go like, damn, I got to go back to this shit now? Please, how do I go back to America?
As a Brit in America, it is so beautiful to see people come in from different nations and actually love America. Because one thing, I love the USA. Like, I want to walk this morning and having your neighbors just say, good morning, right? I think that's special, like, to the South. The weather, good. People, the way that they think here, the sky is nothing but the limit. Like, people are so confident, so bold in what they want. Like, the things that are a priority. They not every day talk about recycling. Sometimes talk about what you want for your life. I just love it. I think being here for the last year has been one of the best things for me. There is nowhere else I would love to live than the USA. Like, honestly, and I just love the World Cup is doing the USA justice because it's not all bad. Like, it's not all bad. Like, I love it. I love how big it is. I love the mindset of the people here. Like, and nothing is too big. Like, nothing is too big. This is the land of the free. This is the land of the brave. This is the land of going and getting what you want. So yeah,
Americans literally just keep trying to feed me. Every town, every place I've been here, there's always somebody like, I want to cook for you. I want to bake for you. Like, I've had I've not had hundreds of girlfriends. I've had girlfriends that didn't even cook for me. And girls here all just want to cook. Like, I feel rude even asking people to cook. Apparently the guys here ask their girls to go and cook for them and shit. I would feel so cheeky if I asked that. Like, oh, make me some spaghetti. Make me a sandwich, you wee bitch. Serious question though, like why is that? Why do you guys want to be so friendly? Like, I'm not used to this hospitality. It's so nice and refreshing.
I can totally understand why Americans never leave America to go on vacation when you got stuff like this on your doorstep. Like, why would you leave? It's beautiful. We're in La Jolla, I think I've got that right. And what a beautiful place. We're going down past Seal Rock, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've seen. And I mean, I've been fortunate enough with my family to go along to all of these places. And we're fortunate enough that the weather turned around, because yesterday you had a storm, it was a rainstorm, and it was scary as hell driving in it. But the sun is out today, and it's incredible. We've got palm trees everywhere, beautiful sea. I get it. I get why you don't come to the UK. There's no need. It's just incredible. I mean, look. Unbelievable.
It's happened again, Americans. It's happened again. I've got I've got severe depression from not being where I belong, yeah? Your environment is everything. My environment in the UK is miserable, cold, grey, and depressing. And it's the honest truth. Why do you think the UK has been voted the second most miserable country 2 years in a row? The people here, they have their heads down. They don't want to conversate. When I speak to some people in the UK, they're like, what? Are you actually speaking to me? In America, it's completely the opposite. Friendly people everywhere, lovely chats, lovely weather. You are a product of your environment. And when I am a product of America's environment, I'm happy. I feel like myself. I feel free. When I'm in the UK, it's the complete opposite. And I'm really not enjoying it. And I miss you, Americans, and I miss America so much.
Controversial, but I would do anything right now to be in America as a Brit. And here are 3 things that I'm really missing from America as a Brit in the UK. 1, we have ranch. I'm obsessed with it. I bought a big bottle back and I'm already run out. And the UK doesn't do it like Hidden Valley, and I just need Hidden Valley ranch. It's all I need. I really miss it. I also really miss the southern living. I feel like in the south, people just live slower, and here it's like working in the city and everything's fast paced, and I miss it. I don't think I want that anymore. They're so happy and they're just so loving, and they eat good food, and I want the food. I miss the south. I miss southern food. Obviously I miss my man and his family, but yeah, I really want to be back. Another really random thing that I really miss, and it's like such a random thing to miss, is I really miss going to a shitty gas station. But they're not shitty because they're all way better than ours, but like just pulling into a Sheets on a hot day and getting a big cup the size of my head, I just feel like would cure everything in me right now. I really want to be back, guys. Let me in.
Can we stop calling Americans uncultured because they haven't travelled outside of America? No, seriously. As a Brit in America, and if I lived here, I'm telling you now, I would never leave America for a vacation. America has everything. Every landscape you can think of, every weather you can think of, and you want it in America, you get it. You go to a different state. You go to the East Coast, you go to the West Coast, you go to the Midwest. America has everything. As a Brit, I live on a little island. I can take a 40-minute flight to a whole different country, right? I can do that because it's small. Americans don't need a passport. They don't need a passport. It doesn't make them uncultured because Americans can go on vacation, on holiday, in their own country. I think that's so hard for a European mind to even comprehend that. But until you've actually been to America and you've experienced it firsthand, it is like nothing else. It is so vast and there's so much to see, you never have to leave America. Americans are not uncultured for not leaving America. They don't have to!
So I posted a video a few weeks ago saying about how nice, kind and courteous everyone has been since we've come here to America for the World Cup. And do you know what? I'm going to double down because I have had an absolute fantastic time here. And again, there has absolutely been not one issue. Everyone has been amazing. No matter if it's Boston, if it's Miami, if it's here in Orlando, everybody has been fantastic. And even people further afield who have been saying come to our state or come to our city, and there's lots of things to do and be welcome. Honestly, everybody who's reached out has been absolutely amazing, and I cannot speak highly enough of the place. So if anyone's ever thinking about coming here, don't think about it, just do it. I've enjoyed it that much that I have extended my stay by another week. That's how much I love it. So thank you very much for everyone and all your kindness and graciousness, and I absolutely love you all. Thank you very much. So ever since I landed here in America, and people have been nothing but nice, kind and courteous no matter where I have been. And do you know what? I love it. People of Scotland love the American people. I love the American people. And I hope it continues as long as possible. We're here for the World Cup, but at the end of the day, bonds that are made along the way are absolutely priceless. And I hope we can put as many smiles on people's faces as much as possible. Let your hair down, have fun and enjoy it. And just remember, we love you all.
I hope this lands on the Boston FYP. To the good people of Boston, I am not speaking on behalf of the Tartan Army, but I would like to express my thanks for making everyone feel so incredibly welcome in your beautiful city. I've been overwhelmed. Thanks to you guys, the people of Boston, the locals, that have made us all feel so welcome. I think this has been a trip that we will never forget. Well, it's not even about football anymore. Whether we win, lose, or draw, this has been something that I, for one, will never forget. And that is thanks to you guys. If it's just been a friendly smile, a beep of your car horn, chatting to us, meeting us in bars, asking what's up our kilts, asking what's in our sporrings, just being so welcoming to our rather strange traditions. And please never forget, as much as you guys have loved having us, we have loved being here. So when we leave and go back to Scotland, whether we're in the World Cup or not, always remember, no Scotland, no party. Can we have a reunion in 4 years' time, please, yeah? Thank you to everyone in Boston.
You guys have air conditioning everywhere.
Yep, this is America.
I love it.
This is normal here.
That's completely normal, man. Okay, now the ranch. Oh, I told you. Bro, if you sold that in the UK, you become a millionaire overnight. Then why don't you do it? Too much work. You have to create a website, everything like that.
Just use Emergent. You give it a prompt and it creates a fully functioning website or app within minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah. Here.
Bro, look. We're officially selling brunch in the UK. No way. 6 different flavors. It's my store, and I just created it in less than 10 minutes.
What?
You guys have public restrooms here?
Yeah, you don't?
No, and they're free?
Yeah, that's the bare minimum.
Incredible! I know it's the third time, but can I get another? Of course. Yes. How many refills do I get?
It's unlimited.
I love this place.
What I miss most about the USA is people just being nice to me, people saying good morning, people being just lovely. I'm missing the good coffee. I'm missing just waking up, going for a walk around my neighborhood. Like, it's what I'm used to. Oh, I'm definitely missing the American food because, I love it, love it, love it. And I can't forget the Mexican food. It's so good, so good. And I can't forget the hospitality. Like, I just feel so welcomed. Like, even though the UK is a beautiful country, I don't feel welcomed. I go there and people are like, look at me like I'm a weirdo. Listen, in the USA, I've got my phone out, I'm filming. I just feel like it's normal. But, get me back to the USA. I'm coming. I just miss you all.
It's okay to love America. No, I'm not being satire for loving America. I feel like it's just a great country. There's so many opportunities. The sun, look at that. The people, so friendly. The food is amazing, especially in California, the Mexican food. The tacos, as people laugh at me saying that. It's just an amazing country, and I think it's really sad that someone would think that my joy for being here is satire, because I worked very hard to be able to come to this country. And it took 5 years from the beginning of the process. And I started a business here. You can check it out in my bio, and it's just my dream. So no, I'm not being satire. It's okay to love America, and no country is perfect, but it's a dream when you just appreciate the little things, like sitting on a porch in the sun.
Guys, I'm just on the plane. Like, it wasn't too bad getting through the airport, but I'm here. I'm on the plane, sitting in my seat, and I'm naturally next to the window, so it's not too bad. Look, all I can see is the beautiful track, airplane track. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But it's alright. I'm coming back. Trust me. Nah, I've got to get comfortable. I've got my American cup here. Look at this. I've got my American cup. I can't live without this. Literally, I'll be drinking this all the way back to the UK just to still have that bit of American with me. I'm just thinking about it. It's alright. It's all good. I'll be back sooner than you think. So don't worry. I'll be back.
As a Scottish man in the USA, what is my favourite thing about Americans? Now, there is many things that I could say, but there's one that just stands out. People are so friendly and nice here. Like, it's crazy. So many families have took me in, treated me great, took me places. People are always willing to talk. But hey, maybe that's because from a different country. Like, I don't know how you guys are with each other, but I've just felt so welcomed here. It's been a great feeling. And it's like when I'm in a hurry somewhere, I always get into a conversation for at least 30 minutes. But you guys are so friendly and it's great, and I can only give you guys so much credit for that. It's great to see Americans and Scottish people getting on very, very well. Follow for more.
I was saying I loved America before it was popular to say. For a while, it was trending online that everything about America was negative. And while no country is perfect, I just could not pretend my experience wasn't positive here. Was genuinely the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Of course, it's going to be the 4th of July here in America, America's big 250th birthday. And I live here for it. As a permanent resident of the country that I've dreamed of living in. And I'm so happy we worked so hard to get it because I am having the best time of my life. And this is my beautiful city. Look at it. We were coming home from Martha's Vineyard today. And normally when I come back from a vacation, when I used to live in England, I used to have the blues. I used to be like, I don't want to go home. Loving it here. It's so much better than where I live, blah, blah, blah. But coming home today, I was like, I don't care. I'm still happy. I've still got a massive smile on my face. Like reality, like I just felt like I am so grateful to have something so special to come back to. I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel about where they live or where they're from. But I truly believe that there is something so special about having a day that makes you realize how lucky you are to live somewhere. I am not an American citizen. Maybe one day I will be, or maybe I won't be, but I will be there to celebrate this country that has given me so much in such a short amount of time of living there. This country made me believe that my life doesn't have to look the way I always thought it should look. I truly believe that America gives people the space to become a version of themselves that they've always wanted to be. That's why I love it. It's not because I dislike England. I just think this country is special in the way that it allows people to show up in the way that they want to. If they want to go hell to leather to make something for themselves, it will allow them the space to do that. If I moved back to England right now, I don't know who I would be. I don't want to be that version of myself anymore. I want to be the American version of myself for the rest of my life. All my friends and family see it. Like they always say, you are the happiest version of yourself. Like, I'm just grateful that a little girl from England who had always dreamed of moving to the US actually got up and did it. I am achieving all the things that I want for myself in my life here. And I could not thank America enough for that. Happy 4th of July, America. Thank you for changing our lives for the better. Why do British people come to America and feel blown away? Let me put this into perspective. The entire United Kingdom is the size of Oregon, one state. So when we come to America, just the scale alone is so difficult for us to even comprehend. And then when every state, region, etc. feels like its own country and has its own culture and own style, its own identity, its own history, its own culture, it becomes like a fascination, well, for us specifically, to want to see more. Over the last 2 weeks, we have been very fortunate to be able to go from Lake Winnipesaukee, which is in New Hampshire, all the way down to Martha's Vineyard. And before anyone says anything, yes, we've been very fortunate to be able to stay with friends. The point is those two places are in one small region of the United States, a very beautiful region that I happen to live in. I do believe from a lot of comments that I've seen, it is an underrated region of the United States. But think about that for 1 second. Lake Winnipesaukee is peaceful, it's rustic, it's outdoorsy. Nobody really cares what they look like. Everyone's just very chill. It's mountains, it's forests, it's lake life. And then just a few hours away, you have obviously the Cape, but then Martha's Vineyard. And it just feels like you stepped into a completely different place. Doing that in a space of 2 weeks blows your mind. Beautiful beaches, coastal villages and Native American history, a lot of African American history. Oak Bluffs in particular has a really rich African American history, which is so amazing to learn about. This is a history we knew very little about. Before visiting, I was very surprised to see how culturally diverse it was. I absolutely loved that surprise because it completely changed the way we saw the whole island. And I'll say again, this is a one very small region of America. Every trip that I take reminds me there's so much more to learn. So many Americans that I've met prefer to go on vacation outside of the US. They love going to Europe. And I totally understand that. But I get so many messages of people saying that I've influenced them or made them want to travel their own country more. And I think that that is so amazing, and you should, because there's so much here for you to learn, for you to see.
I don't think I'm going home. I don't see a world in which I go home to England, right now at least. I love New Jersey so much. I think it's the best place I've ever lived in my entire life. I love the proximity to the city where you can go chase your dreams but then still have that nice suburban lifestyle. Yes, it's expensive to live here. It is, but it also gives you the opportunity to kind of make the most out of your career, to float that expense. It gives you that opportunity in a way that other places don't. I love the people. New Jersey people are awesome. It's like if New York is the boxing ring and you go in 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, then New Jersey is the corner of the boxing ring where the trainer comes up and says, that's okay. You rest today and you come back tomorrow and we got you. We'll win the next fight. It's like the comforting older sibling. People are awesome. They're really kind and they're giving, but they're also like, don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. We got the best food. We got the best food. We got everything here. We got skiing. I know it's a stretch, but we got some of the best beaches in the world, in my opinion. And we got access to Philadelphia. We've got so much going on here. So much that is worth celebrating. And I just don't see any reason to ever leave New Jersey. Ever. Ever. I think I'm here for life. Thanks for having me.
Hey everyone, I am currently in Manhattan, finally heading home today after 11 days in the States. Prior to that I was in Spain with family for a week, so I've been on the road for a wee bit now and kind of looking forward to getting home, seeing my wee boy and my family and getting back some semblance of normality. But you know, it's been an incredible trip here. You know, I put up a video the other day talking about my experiences of being in America, the people that I've met along the way, you know, and the response I got back was absolutely incredible. You know, people sharing their stories of meeting Tartan Army out here, you know, and people also sharing their experiences of losing people. So I was blown away by the response, you know. Like 99% of the comments were really beautiful. And there was a few cynical ones in there, which is to be expected, but you know, that was my first time ever posting a video of me talking into a camera. It's something that I was always afraid to do, you know. I used to look at other people that did that and think, you know, what a dick. When in reality, you know, that was rooted in envy, because I was always afraid to put myself out there like that, you know. I was a daily drug user for a very long time, because I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of, you know, responsibilities. So I didn't take any action, and I numbed it all with various drugs, you know. And today I don't want it to be like that. I want to live more freely, you know, and like if you'd seen us out on this trip you wouldn't know it, but you know, I haven't had a drink in nearly 7 years or touched a drug in that time either. You know, and my life is pretty good today. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you to all the Americans that have, you know, made this trip so special, and to the Tartan Army as well for, you know, doing our country proud. And you know, it's been amazing. Cheers.
Something that people don't tell you about moving to America is the fear that when you do move, you do not ever want to leave. So I just moved here and I'm on a temporary 5-year visa, a business visa. I have a jewelry brand, and I just went in and out, and I drove through the Hollywood sign, like with the mountains and the sunset, and it was amazing. And I was just like, I can never leave. Like, I literally can't leave. And you get this fear of every day I'm like, I cannot leave. Like, I cannot go back to England. Like, that would just be the worst thing ever. And I have such a fear of it that I'm like, it motivates me to do anything to stay here. But I'm also like afraid of losing America. And I wonder if anyone else has that. Like, now I have this life, like, in and out, and just like my business and my friends and my boyfriend lives here. I'm like, I cannot go back to England ever again. It's just too good here. So the visa process is definitely worth it, but you do get a fear or like a sense of, I do not want to lose this ever. And it's kind of motivating. It's good to have that, but then it's also like unstable a little bit because I'm on a temporary visa, so I'm not even on a green card, or my visa doesn't lead to a green card or citizenship. So I'm like, dang, I have to be successful because I need to stay here.
I've returned to Scotland, so shall we have a debrief about America and the World Cup? Honestly, months, weeks, days before this trip, I was so close to cancelling everything. I was nervous about going back to America, but it turns out I had absolutely no reason to be. I cannot begin to explain the kindness that I was shown and that my fellow Scottish people were shown. Thank you to the FIFA volunteers. Honestly, fantastic characters and really made a great experience. I want to say thank you because in my experience, the organisation of this has been amazing. I heard horror stories about the Scotland and Haiti game. I was nervous for going to the stadium. But again, no reason to be nervous. I felt like the trains ran smoothly. It was not that bad. Free water being handed out, like just these little touches that actually just made such a difference. And everybody official that I encountered, as in police, military, TSA, airport staff, security, everything, they honestly were the most lovely people, and it was just an indication of what was to come. And my biggest thanks goes to the American people. Without you guys showing that sort of kindness, support, understanding, this World Cup wouldn't be the same. You guys have embraced it and embraced the visitors that are in your city, and honestly, it's gave me a revamp love for the American people. As someone who went solo, meant more to me than you might know. Makes me really want to come back and explore a lot more of what your country has to offer. Although this is a sweeping generalization, thank you, America, for being so kind to your visitors while we're here for the World Cup. I am looking at plans. I want to come back.
After hearing all of these stories, it is perhaps not difficult to understand why so many British visitors leave the United States with a completely different perspective from the one they had when they first arrived. Before any trip, people tend to bring certain expectations with them. Every country is associated with familiar stereotypes, attention-grabbing headlines, and widely repeated stories, which can sometimes overshadow the realities of everyday life. Travel, however, has a rather remarkable ability to turn the things we once assumed to be true into real-life experiences that we can judge for ourselves. For many British visitors, America is not only far larger than they initially imagined, it is also friendlier, more open, and more welcoming than they had been led to believe. It might be an unexpected conversation with a complete stranger, a local person willing to stop and offer help, a family welcoming visitors from afar with genuine warmth and enthusiasm, a meal with portions so enormous that they cannot help but laugh, vast supermarkets where it seems possible to find almost anything, motorways stretching so far that they appear to have no end, stadiums packed with spectators and filled with roaring cheers, or residential neighborhoods that feel strangely familiar because they look exactly like the settings of American films. It is often these seemingly ordinary moments that remain in people's memories the longest, even after the trip has ended and everyone has returned home. Of course, no country is perfect. The United States has its own problems and challenges, and so does the United Kingdom. Every place has things to be proud of, as well as areas that still need to change and improve. Perhaps that is why visiting a country in person is so much more meaningful than forming an opinion based solely on newspaper headlines, comments on social media, or other people's stories. Sometimes a single holiday is enough to completely change the way you view a country. It might be a brief conversation, a long road trip, a dish you have never tried before, or simply an act of kindness that happens at exactly the right moment. Then, suddenly, a place you once thought you understood quite well reveals itself in an entirely different light. That is precisely what happened to many of the British visitors featured in today's video. They did not simply travel to America to visit its famous landmarks. They also unexpectedly discovered another side of the country, one that, before their journey, they may never have imagined they would see. For quite a few of them, the most difficult part of the journey was not preparing to travel to America, but having to say goodbye when the trip came to an end. Now, we would love to hear your stories. If you are British and have visited the United States, what surprised you the most? Was there an experience that completely changed the way you had previously thought about the country? And if you are American, what do you think a British visitor traveling to the United States for the first time would enjoy or appreciate most? It could be the people, the food, the scenery, the sporting culture, long road trips, or something perfectly ordinary that local people sometimes fail to notice. Please share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. We always enjoy reading genuine stories from both sides of the Atlantic. They are not only fascinating, but can also help people understand one another more clearly. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so that you do not miss any of our upcoming content. Every week, we will continue to bring you memorable British reactions, moments of culture shock, fascinating travel experiences, and true stories about life in both the United Kingdom and the United States. These are not stories shaped by stereotypes or sensational headlines, but accounts of what people genuinely see, feel, and experience. Thank you all for taking the time to watch the video.